Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Where's the website? Up here at the top. usgamesinc.com. I said it wrong on a few other videos, so I'll make sure I say it right here. Feel free to freeze frame if you want to check this stuff, but that's why I put that up there, just so that way if I say it wrong, you guys can see the truth. So, there you go. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. There are websites for her. There's this is from 2013, so that's a picture of her from about that time. Hay House Radio is one of the websites. There's a couple more, depending on where you're located. hayhouse.com. So feel free to freeze frame there and use any of that information you see fit if you would like to. Okay. What do we have for Capricorn? You got to be in your power. Okay, well, yeah, that's always helpful. But there's something here. Is that the moon upside down? That might be good for you. The moon upside down sometimes takes the mystery out of a situation. In some situations, that can be very good. I don't know why we're still pulling cards, but here we go. The 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. This is your happy day. You want great profit. You want stability of that profit. You want dependability of that. So it's kind of like, all right, if that's where we end up, this is cool. This is great. But, I feel like Capricorn is very realistic, kind of like, you know what? Life doesn't do guarantees, but you got to do your best to try to, look out for what you can, just to plan the best you can. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Try to, do your best to plan ahead. Even though life doesn't have guarantees, you got to think things out. There's something here where the energy's kind of jumping back and forth, because I get the Virgo card coming in, which you're Capricorn, I know. But it's kind of like we can't take a back seat to this situation. Something about this, it seems like you're waiting. You're waiting. And it is valid for Capricorn, I get that. But don't wait yourself out of an opportunity. Be careful of that. Don't wait yourself out of an opportunity. Giving things thought, thinking things through, very valid, very necessary, very important, yes. But don't think yourself so far into it that, nothing happens. Be careful of that. Because for some reason, I feel like this very, follower, I'll see what happens, I'll wait for the next moment, I'll see what comes next. But if we wait too long, we're going to wait ourselves out of a good opportunity. So, if you decide you don't want it, that's its own thing. If you're like, well, this isn't for me, well, then it's not for you. But if you're just kind of holding to the side with the maybe, you're going to maybe yourself right out of a situation here. If you don't want it, then choose. Okay, you don't want it, then you don't want it. Because I see what you're standing with it. You're standing with the Five of Swords, kind of like, is it really worth it? Is it? I don't know. If I do it, will I just break even? And if I'm just going to break even, do I even want to bother? I don't know. You're not really inspired to move forward, but you're not really inspired to walk away either. This is coming through very, very strongly. Just start going in a direction. Choose what you want. Take it or leave it, but choose and start going that way. If I'm going to leave, for example, you're going to be say, no, this isn't for me. Start moving away from it and just reinforce that. Make sure you're comfortable with walking away from it and walk away from it. Vice versa, if you want to take it, I understand you're not just going to jump in feet first into the deep end. I get that. But start walking around the edge of the pool, start dipping your toe in, check in the water, start getting your feet wet, slowly get into it. You know what I mean? Check it out. Don't just wait yourself out of it, because I feel like you're waiting for this moment where it's just going to be aha, this is for me, or oh no, that's not. It doesn't seem to be coming. That moment doesn't seem to be coming. And I feel like defaulting to I'll pass is defaulting to a no. it doesn't seem to work well for you. It seems to be like I waited so long that I put too much energy into this situation, and other things that I could have done passed me by, but I didn't see them because I was looking over here and I was paying attention to something, thinking to myself, will I, won't I, will I, won't I don't know. While I'm concentrating over here, these things are passing you by. All these possibilities are passing you by. So at the very least, if you're like, nope, done with that, not doing it, then you can look over here and go, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Maybe I'll do this. Let me look into that. Let me consider this. You know, if you default to a no, I feel like you get like a lot of missed opportunities, not the one. If you choose no, again, you know, if you choose yes, who knows? I hope I made that correct, because I'm getting like the devil card in your benefit. Capricorn is the devil card. Like, that's your card that signifies Capricorn energy. You can have other possibilities if you're like, hey, no, I'm not seeing anything here that makes it really worth my while. I'm not inspired to move forward. All right, then get rid of it. Done. Moving on. That way you can see, you can recognize that. I already explained that. I know that, but that's where that's coming from, just in case, because it's down here on the table. Once we make our decision, there's a lot coming forward. Like, we already talked about this. Indecision, you're going to be wasting your time. I'm getting that Six of Swords is just not your friend, because it's quietly just kind of like, I guess, I'll just move on from it quietly and I'll slowly just enjoy the night trip. That does not work for you in this situation. I am not seeing that as a good thing. There's two different, I know there's two different paths. Okay. A lot of this is choosing. Like, I can't get past it. There must be something else going on with that. Something about choosing. Because if you go towards this opportunity, you got a twofold thing coming in. It's something you're going to have to put a lot of care and effort into. You're going to have to make this a success. But that's the thing. When you make your mind up, you're going to do it. It's going to get done. You're going to put a lot of effort into it. It's going to take a lot of, like, there's a risk factor to it. The Fool card coming in, like, Earth signs, and I would say Capricorn and Taurus especially, not the biggest fan of that. Not the biggest fan of a risk. It has to be really kind of like, well, 70 to 80% chance it's going to work out, and then they got to calculate if it doesn't work out, what am I losing? So Earth all around, and that includes Virgo. Not the biggest fan of a risk. Not like this. If it goes 70 to 80% your way, more than likely, and then it's not that bad. If you do lose out, it's like, well, it's not that bad. Not really ideal, but not that bad, maybe. So there is a bit of a risk factor with it. You know if this is for you or not. It depends at what's at stake, and I understand that for you. It depends at what's at stake, and you'll make your decision accordingly. But it's going to take a lot of effort, and even then, I feel like the guarantee isn't there, and I think that's why the Fool card is showing up. It's kind of saying, yeah, we can't really guarantee anything here, but if you put in the effort, it does improve. If it improves to the point you need it to, that's a whole nother question. That's what I'm looking for. It will improve if you put in the effort, yes. Does it improve as much as you need it to? That's the Fool card. Maybe, maybe not. If you walk away, there's a lot. There's a lot coming in here. Like, the walk away card is coming in with this. There's a lot of healing comes in. The truth comes forward about something too. This is the Moon card upside down. I don't usually read cards upside down because it seems like it's easier for people to follow if they're right side up. But if they come in upside down, I'll use them. The truth is coming forward. It's like when the moon passes, the light of day comes in, and you see, like, I was looking out in the backyard last night in the moon, and I thought there was a couple monsters out there. When the sun came up, I was like, oh, no, it's just that tree, and then there's a couple bushes over here that looked kind of weird, so it wasn't anything at all. You know, you get my point. The truth will come through about if that was good or bad, and I do see healing. This situation, more than not for a lot of you, seems like it's not for you. You have to decide that. I realize some of you it'll be for. It just doesn't seem like it'll be for a lot of you. you'll make your decision. You know what you got to do. This isn't about, getting you to make this decision or that decision. This is about like you making a decision. Just choose. If you choose, you have possibility. If you don't, I just feel like you're missing out. Like this possibility will just default to a no, and then all these other things will pass you by that you could have had. And that's not good. That's just not good. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it's better to walk away. There's a lot of healing. The truth comes forward. Something else shows up. You got the King of Cups showing up with the woman holding a heart, which is telling me this is like a divine coupling. So what I'm getting is like once you choose, especially, I got to be honest, for the majority of you that choose no, like this is not for me, the door opens and something better shows up. I mean, it's not about, if you should or shouldn't choose it, because you're going to decide. For those of you who do choose to keep this situation, there's an emotional attachment to it, and you know what you got to do. I do feel like the majority of you are going to walk away and be like, no, this isn't for me. And they're saying, okay, then it's not for you, then walk away. Once you walk away, the divine coupling comes in, something much better shows up. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.